Today we're going to talk about water tables. This is something that I hear all the time. Everybody says, I have high water tables, that's why I get water in my basement. Sometimes that's true, right? But most of the time, the people who are telling me they have high water tables are living on the side of a hill and they have a neighbor who lives 200 feet away down the hill lower than they are. Well, if you actually had a high water table and that was the reason why you're getting water in your basement, your neighbor who lives down the hill 200 feet, he would need to build an ark because his house would just be taken away and be underwater all the time. So let's talk about what's actually happening. What's actually happening is you have really bad perk in your soil. So what's happening is when your excavators dig your house, they dig a hole bigger than the size of your foundation, and then your masons come and lay the foundation, and then your excavator backfills, and all that soil that's around your house is pretty loose. This creates a vacuum effect and pulls water because water is going to flow downhill to the lowest point. So it's going to flow down towards your basement, and then your soil is going to absorb a certain amount of that water. And once you hit refusal and the water stops absorbing into the soil, then it's going to start backing back up. So in areas that have high clay or rock or something like that, and you have bad perk, the water is going to come back up much quicker. So you think that you have a high water table when in reality you have a false water table. A false water table is when you have water that is flowing down towards your foundation because water is going to flow to the lowest point, and the easiest way to get there, because they've dug around your foundation when they were building your home, that soil is disturbed, so the water is going to run down towards your basement, and then when it gets there, a certain amount of that water is going to soak down into the earth. And what happens if you have bad perk, the soil is not going to absorb the water quick enough, so the water is going to build back up and eventually enter into your basement. As a result, people will often say, I have high water tables, when in actuality, your soil doesn't disperse water well, so you have bad perk. So whether you have bad perk or a high water table, your situation is often solved the same way with a few slight differences. So make sure whoever you're talking to when it comes to basement waterproofing knows the difference between bad perk and a high water table. It can guide you with the waterproofing system that you need and the pumping equipment that you need in order to help your basement stay dry.